The terrifying truth of going undercover at the Hells Angels will be covered in the video we have for you today. A former undercover agent who spent 6 years gathering information on one of the most infamous biker gangs in the world. Make sure you stay to the very end of this story because you won't want to miss it. An agent who infiltrated the East End Hells Angels more than 10 years ago recalled how he overheard a biker telling a prospect in the clubhouse to take care of someone who was thought to have robbed him on Monday in BC Supreme Court. Micheal Plante said that after waiting outside the suspect's home for several weeks, he assisted Randy Potts, the prospect, in his search for the criminal. Plante claimed to Justice Barry Davies that he and Potts, in one of the most notorious and powerful biker gangs in the world, is the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. The organization has chapters worldwide, including in the United States, Canada, and Australia, and it has long been linked to organized crime. They are well known for their use of force and intimidation, as well as their involvement in extortion, drug trafficking, and other illegal operations. Over the years, undercover law enforcement agents have infiltrated the Hells Angels, but it takes time and is risky to become a trusted member. Officers must successfully complete a stringent screening process that includes demonstrating their club devotion, engaging in illegal activity, and being prepared to do whatever it takes to keep their cover. Going undercover in such a risky group carries very serious risks. Micheal Plante, a Canadian undercover agent, infiltrated the Vancouver East End chapter of the Hells Angels in 2003. Plante swiftly gained the leader's trust by pretending to be a narcotics dealer. Plante observed the inner workings of the Hells Angels and their involvement in drug trafficking, extortion, and other illegal operations firsthand over the course of the following 2 years. In a large-scale police investigation known as Project E-Pandora, Plante was able to acquire sufficient evidence that resulted in the arrest of Tended to shoot the defendant. We each had silencer-equipped guns. Having a submachine gun was Mr. Potts. I had a .45. Potts had handed him the rifle, he claimed, but they had decided against carrying out the hit. In order to get the Hells Angels clubhouses in East Vancouver, Nanaimo and Kelowna forfeited to the government as the tools of criminal activity. The BC, the Director of Civil Forfeiture, called Plante to testify on his behalf. In a countersuit against the British Columbian government, the Hells Angels argue that the Civil Forfeiture Act is unconstitutional. Plante, who now goes under a different name, previously provided testimony at multiple criminal cases related to the RCMP's large E-Pandora investigation into the East End Hells Angels in the middle of the 2000s. He revealed to Davies on Monday that after being detained for 11 days in a beating and kidnapping case, he met with police to become an informant and then an agent. Plante claimed to have known Potts when the two men were peddling cocaine from Surrey's Dell Hotel, where Plante had previously worked as a bouncer. Plante recalled picking up their friendship again after Lloyd Louis Robinson, a full-patch East End Hells Angel, entered a Vancouver bar with them. Potts was a friend of the Hells Angels at the time, but he later joined the organization as a prospect and finally became a full-patch member. He described the interior of the structure, which had a bar, a meeting table, and Hells Angels memorabilia all over. He would perform odd duties around the clubhouse, such as cleaning, taking out the trash, and providing protection outside when full-patch members held church meetings to discuss their business. After Potts's vest, flasher patch, truck, and keys were taken by the suspect they subsequently sought, Plante informed Davies that there had been an emergency church meeting. Potts was out drinking one night with Plante and 2 other Hells Angels when the heist took place. Plante testified that Potts had to defend himself to the bikers. He told Davies that Plante kept watch outside during the meeting. So the conclusion we can draw about going undercover in the Hells Angels is it is a very difficult and dangerous profession. One of the most notorious and powerful biker gangs in the world takes a high level of ability, bravery, and tenacity to infiltrate. Although we owe undercover agents a debt of appreciation for their service, their job is crucial in the fight against organized crime. Consider subscribing to our channel if you like this video to see more like it. As usual, keep yourself safe and informed. Thanks for watching.